evening, and welcome to Coffee and Tea with Aeson and Traci. How are you, darling? How are you
Hey
making it through
everyone.
this Mercury in retrograde?
Um, I like to always brag and say these things do not phase me,
Uh huh.
but I don't know. I mean, there's 6 planets all in it right now, so
Uh huh. Every
maybe
one
that'll
of them's
mess.
all pissy.
Yeah, so maybe that'll mess with everybody. I'm just really tired, but coming off a busy weekend and
Mhm.
last night really bizarre dreams and not sleeping well and just wonky stuff like that going on.
Was this your first hell weekend?
I'm trying to think. Kind of, sort of, yeah. Um, I mean, I've done paranormal investigations where they've been overnight and then in the next day, but I never had to actually like work the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So this back to back with two long events and doing readings.
Well, it's a 3 day event for you. Oh, it was a 3 day event because we were at host dinner,
Yeah.
and I'm sorry, that's still an event. Then we move into the day of the event, and then you left because your allergies hit you, and you went up and did another event. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, girl, you're supposed to be doing this as a baby steps, and you're doing a hell weekend.
Well, go big or go home, right?
Well, I get that, but damn, next thing you'll be doing is a 15 city tour.
Bring it.
Watch that. That manifestation will pop up there, and you'll be calling in and going, "Sorry, lunch lady says everyone gets a bag lunch today. If anything they want out of the refrigerator, I ain't coming in because I got 15 people lined up here for a reading."
Give them Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts for everybody.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Everyone gets frozen waffles and Pop Tarts.
hey, those frozen waffles aren't bad. But yeah,
When you cook
Saturday was
them,
what's that?
when you cook them. Oh,
But yeah,
well,
Saturday I had uh all the odds were working against me. I messed up. I have to say I messed up because anytime I stay at a hotel, I always have my Lysol with me. What's with the Lysol? It's very magical with the air conditioning systems.
uh-huh.
Soon as you get in a hotel room, you shut that damn crazy blower off. You spray it down. Let it get in there, then you turn it back on, let it start blowing again. If I don't do that, I wake up all stuffy, sore throat, all that
Mhm.
stuff. Well, I
Right,
forgot my Lysol.
right,
So I woke up with that, but I drank my tea. I got that under control. Then I
right.
get out to where the festival is, and I'm smelling campfires. I'm standing in a giant field of freshly cut grass. And Mother Nature was like, you know what? I'm just going to hand your ass to you today.
How are you the next day?
Um, Better, just, still a little stuffy, but I could function.
Uh-huh.
I didn't
Yeah.
get to see you much Saturday because you were busy with your stuff, but by the time I packed up and left, I wasn't even functioning.
Yeah, we didn't see each other because, of course, I'm emceeing, I'm running events, I'm overseeing vendors, I'm holding court basically. We'll just call it what it is. Aeson's just holding court, and someone walks up and hands me a tablecloth, and I'm like, okay, I guess she found one she liked better, and like, no, she had to go because of her allergies. And I'm like, that's it. We're going to get you to an allergist and use that lovely insurance we're paying for, and they can start your shots next week.
And you decorated my table for me. It was lovely. Thank you.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Look for a video about it. Look for a video about it. I'm going to be talking about what goes in your work bag.
Yeah, don't try to like lighten your load because Asen will just
Look and you go,
no girl. He's no
uh-uh,
no.
uh-uh. No,
He's
that ain't
what
how
the
this
hell are you
works.
doing?
You know, I'm a minimalist. That's cute. There are some things that have to be done.
A minimalist, that's cute. I
Fine.
am, but honestly, I just didn't feel like packing it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's okay. I had my work bag there. We had you covered.
Yes, you're prepared. I'm a terrible packer. I'm a terrible packer.
Well, see, here's the thing. I keep that bag packed all the time. Literally, I can go do an event in 20 minutes because my crap can hit into the car. I can throw the work bag in there. It normally already has my decks that I use at events in there. Great. And then out the door we go.
And I'm usually like that,
Uh
but
huh.
I never did an event where it involved like packing an overnight bag
Mm hmm.
and like soap and shampoo and all that stuff. So there was a little more to it for me this time. And like I said, I don't like to pack. I'm not a good packer.
Uh
I
huh.
just kind of run through the house and just throw shit in the bag like this and go out
Uh
the
huh.
door.
Well, see, I'm not good at packing. I hate doing packing. So I have a work bag that has all my work stuff in it. Everything from my table, my sign, everything is in that backpack. Then I have another backpack that literally has my uniform. It has all one set of toiletries, two sets of clothes, and something I can at least be taking a picture in, and another one. And they live in my office hanging on knobs. So I only pack once for the whole season. The only thing I have to do is go in and refresh. The laundry comes in from the show, it goes back in that bag and it lives there.
See, I can't. I never know what I'm gonna wear. I did pretty well with choosing my clothes that day though, because it
Mm-hmm.
was chilly and I was good with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, Aeson has a uniform. It's easy. Blue polo and tan pants. That's my work uniform. I have I have a Scottish kilt uniform, but no, I just have uniforms.
I need uniforms besides lunch lady uniforms.
Besides lunch lady uniform, and make them simple, make them easy to wash. That way, if you get drug into a hell weekend, not a problem. You can just hit that hotel laundromat, one load, it's done, it's out the door, and then get your signature item.
Or just wear my lunch lady uniform and that'll be my trademark.
No, no, you are not walking in with a hairnet at an event.
I don't wear a hairnet. I wear do-rags.
Mm.
I look more like an inmate.
No, you know what I'd love to see you in,
What's that?
and this is for your indoor highline events. I would love to see you in a pair of black slacks, comfortable heels, sensible, not spiky, a white top, and a very colorful overshirt or blazer like that.
Well, I do have black slacks. I do have sensible heels. I
Uh
have
huh.
spiky and sensible, just depends on what I got going on.
Well, you're going to be there for 8 hours, honey. We want you insensible.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I
And
can't
then
do the
a very
sticks.
colorful either shawl or wrap, what are they
Those
called? Scarf.
kimonos, I have those
Yeah.
really cute kimono shawl things.
Yeah. One of those.
Th
Done.
that was my outfit planned for Saturday had it been sunny and warm.
Uh huh.
I had this
But
very
no.
cute, like, jumper and a black
Hmm.
with kimono, very cute outfit. I didn't get to wear it though.
Yeah. Because it was cold and a
Mhm.
little rainy. But no, I think that would be awesome for your uniform, and just change up the kimono or the scarf through the season.
I could do that.
Yeah, and if you can get a very bright, deep red, since that's in your logo, kimono.
Well, red's my favorite color, so any kind
Uh-huh.
of shades of red I dig, so
Yeah. Hi, Nikki. Yes, Emily, this retrograde is crazy. It is affecting people crazily. Don't be surprised if someone doesn't come in and ask you if you have what is it, the Alchemist Cookbook. Tell them you can't order it for them.
no, I have, just yeah, people are crazy too. Just go, I
Yeah.
just some of the stuff I've been getting asked, and I'm just like, can we do this in a couple weeks?
Yeah.
I
Well,
can't do
and
this
people don't
right now.
understand, especially if they're the ones looking for a long-term microwavable relationship, that now is not the time to be making decisions on microwavable relationships.
I made a cute little checklist on my Facebook page. What I put, of course, don't call or text your ex. Don't leave your spouse. Don't disown your family. don't
That was debatable about the time of it. Doesn't matter what planet it is in. You can fire anybody at any time. Hi, Brenda.
don't just don't do rash, abrupt
Right.
things right now. Basically, like the checklist, it was just kind of making it funny, but yeah, just don't dive off the deep end. Try
Right.
to slow your roll and just
Mm-hmm.
take a nap.
Or two.
Yeah. Like I'm
Yeah.
telling this to myself right now, bitch, take a nap.
Schedule naps. Schedule them. Now, I don't know if you noticed, because I think I've done pretty good masking, but Monday, um, last Tuesday, it was a baking day, and I made cookies. My bar cookie.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
How
Um,
they turn out.
oh, they turned out wonderful. But I'm getting ready to cut them, and I dropped the pan on my foot. Yeah.
Was it hot
Yeah.
yet?
Huh?
Was it hot yet?
It was cold. I was getting ready to
Okay.
cut them. Yeah, but it's a glass pan.
Oh,
One of the nice heavy 80s glass pans. Not the cheap Pyrex now, the good Pyrex.
the good stuff. Yeah.
The good stuff. Yeah. Got home. We got home Sunday. I went to put my tennis shoes on to go. No, I went to put my tennis shoes on to go to the event, because normally I wear tennis shoes at events now because I can't have any foot injuries. Couldn't put my shoe on. Could not stand it on my feet. So had to go up to see go up and get an X-ray yesterday, because I finally convinced myself, okay, it's fine to call the doctor.
We need those sometimes.
No, I need like bubble wrap. Nothing's broken. It's just sore as hell.
Okay.
And my
Well, good.
workouts are on, because I'm doing the rice method right now of rest and, you know, lots of fluids and keeping it elevated and icing it.
Yep. That's all you can do.
I know, but it's like I just got back into my routine of going to the gym. My cycle of
Um,
life.
yeah, and that sucks too, because whenever you get any kind of setback, like you
Right.
got your exercise routine going on, and then you get
Mm-hmm.
a little setback, then it's hard as hell to get back
Uh-huh.
in it.
And to get in it and do it and get back to where you enjoy it. Because you have to go through like this week and a half of, oh my fucking gods,
Yeah.
I'm going to go do this. And I use the 5 second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. And it's like, you have to do about 2 weeks of that blast off. I'm not questioning it. No excuses. The alarm went off. It's time for me to go.
I know. Uh since I've started back to work, it's hard, you get the summers off, it spoils you.
It
And
does.
then, I started back and it's just like I'm still trying to get my routine and,
Uh-huh.
you know,
Get sorted out. That's why you
yeah.
see, like, for you, I know we've limited your calendar for now. As you get sorted out, you may take some evening appointments.
I have evening appointments.
Right.
I'm doing up until like 8. So I'm available to book from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm. And you're rock starring it along, and different things.
Yeah. Like I said, after 8, with I don't want to give anybody a sleepy reading. So
Or well, channeling's one thing, but dead asleep, do not know.
Yeah, it's, you know how it's energy, and if your
Right.
energy's sluggish,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to get the channeling and all that. I like
Right.
to be
And
fresh.
that clears, like, I don't know. I really think the psychic diet's highly important. What you're eating, how you're eating, making sure you're getting enough fuel in there to fuel that, and sticking to that. People get really weirded out when I'm like, no, don't eat a lot of processed junk.
Psychic or not psychic, think about when you eat a lot of processed junk, you start to feel like junk.
Yeah,
Like that goes for anybody. The processed stuff really,
yeah.
it just,
It lowers your energy.
yeah, it just
It's
makes
designed to make you
you
more
sluggish.
hungry. It's like
Mhm.
all the salt and all the sugar in food. Now, you tell me why chicken patties need damn sugar in them.
They don't.
You know,
Lots of water. I like my
lots of
water.
water, for me, a lot of you got to find what energizes your system.
I
For me,
do my
it's
caffeine
caffeine.
in the morning.
Yeah.
I like my caffeine in the morning. I pound on about 3 to 4 cups of tea.
Is that it?
Yeah, 2 in the morning before I leave, and then 2 while I'm at work when I get there in the morning doing prep and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I've been being good and doing a green tea,
Uh-huh.
green matcha, how you
Machi.
say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
that at work because that
Ah.
yeah, that really puts a fire under my ass.
Oh yeah.
And then after that, it's water for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's been interesting because I didn't think of how much changes I had made to my diet until, the new roommate moved in and we're getting him used to how things run around here. And he's like, you guys don't buy junk food? No. I can make you better junk food. You guys don't, like, do y'all go out to eat? Only in emergencies. We like to be able to control what's in our food. And he just kind of looks at us because he's got some picky eating habits. And he just kind of looked at me like, and now he just goes, he was surprised at turkey burger and how much it makes it, how better he feels after having a turkey burger. I'm like, oh, sugar, just wait till we get you into other things. And then recently, since, the back to school sales, secondary sales are on, I got everybody lunch boxes. And he's like, what's this for? And I said, so when we travel, we can take our real food with us and we can identify the food that's in it.
He's like, "Why aren't we hitting a drive-through?"
We don't hit drive-throughs. That's something else I think really works against the human system. Eating while in motion.
Right, because 'cause you're not mindful, and that's how
Right.
you overeat and
Yeah, but correct me if I'm not wrong, if I'm wrong, but isn't the human body somewhere, like, I think they had a problem with the astronauts with this too, that the human digestive system works on a good bit of gravity.
mhm.
Okay, so if you're in motion, moving at like 70 miles an hour, trying to eat a hamburger that's hitting your digestive system that's also in motion at 70 miles an hour, it's going to affect you.
Absolutely. Because they even tell people, like, if you're dieting, trying to
Yeah.
lose weight or whatever, eat slow.
Right.
Eating slow and your brain what is it? I got a fun fact. Let me dig it out of the archives here. It takes your brain 20 minutes
Uh huh.
once you've started eating
Uh huh.
or after you've ate to realize it's full.
Wow.
Something like that. So that's where it comes in to eat slow.
Mm hmm.
Your brain has time to
Mm
that
hmm.
mechanism between the brain and the stomach to realize, okay, I'm full and I should stop.
Right. There's a lot of food you can clear out in 20 minutes before your body even realizes what you've had.
Mhm.
Another thing I find interesting is paying attention to your cravings because it tells you what you're missing.
Mhm.
I.e., Joe pointed out I've been craving a lot of dairy lately and cooking with a lot of dairy lately. And I'm like, yeah, probably need to like build bone or cartilage or some of that other crap in my body.
I'm getting a calcium.
Uh-huh.
Need your calcium for your bones.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And the other thing that a friend of mine pointed out was that you also have to kind of work at getting used to your hormones when you do massive shifts and body changes, like your sleep pattern. Your body has to get used to that meal routine. Your body has to get used to that, turning you on and turning you off, your melatonin level, your all that. So there's
Mm-hmm.
no reason people go, oh, well, sir, having to get up early in the morning to go to work. Yeah, and your body takes a while to adjust to that new calendar, and you're going to be tired.
That's one thing, like, when I'm off in the summer, I
Mm-hmm.
still would get up in the morning because my husband and I get up at the same time during the
Ah,
school year, and even in the summer, I still made myself get up with him to
and
keep
get his
that
lunch time.
routine. What's that?
Do you pack his lunch or does he come home for lunch?
He comes home for lunch, he lives real close.
Oh, how
We live
cool.
real close, so he comes home for lunch, but, yeah, I still would make no, don't get me wrong, once in a while, I'd treat myself here and there and maybe have a sleep-in day and tell
Mm-hmm.
him just I'm gonna stay in bed, but few and far between,
Right.
I always just got up with him, and he went out the door, and I sit down, and I do my daily card pull and just kinda started my day, and,
Mm-hmm.
then if it was the day to get the grandbabies, just.
Right. All right,
Mm.
darling, let's grab a break and then we'll be right back.
All right.
Hi, I'm Dottie the Psychic, and I'm sure you're wondering why I'm not wearing any makeup. Well, one reason is to irritate my social media manager, Aeson Knight. Hi, Aeson. The other reason is because I like to get to the naked truth about what it means to be a neurodivergent LGBT person with psychic abilities. I've got vlogs, blogs, and podcasts and videos all related to trying to live my best life and helping witches and bitches do the same thing. So, you can check all that out and get a reading from Dottie the Psychic at DOTTIEthepsychic.com. Safe travel and much profit to you.
Do you have a cute pet? We know you do. Each week, Tracy Vann chooses from submitted photos a featured reader for her Facebook page and provides a tarot reading. Your adorable pet cat, dog, rabbit, goat, chicken, snake, or more could be her next featured reader. Visit tracyvann.com, TracyVann.com, and click Featured Reader to submit. We look forward to seeing your pet next.
Hey everybody, Lady Gwendolyn here, and I am here to tell you how to get in contact with me and a little bit about what I do. I am the High Priestess that works with shadow work to help you grow and heal. And I work with access bars, Reiki, I do power forms. I'm recently getting into crystal healing, sound therapy as well. So you can go to Lady Gwendolyn Healing, that is LadyGwendolynHealing.com. Book your appointment with me. I do in person, I do over the phone, I do over Zoom. We can do that as well. My main goal is to help you grow and heal because I've been there, I'm still going through it, and I let my strength help guide you. See you soon.
And welcome back. Of course, you always remember that those are just listed pets. We do take pets of any variety, even if they're mice or lizards or, any of those for featured reader, don't we?
Yep.
Yep.
Turtles, horses. I've seen it all.
Uh-huh. Very much so. Um, but no, we were talking about listening to your body and following that energy pattern, especially if you're doing psychic readings. Like when you're done, you're done. You know, And I
And
think a
it's
lot of people have an issue with, understanding that, no, I'm done.
right. If you don't like Saturday, for instance, I was there halfway through the event, just, when you're not
Miserable.
feeling well too. You can't read when you're not feeling well.
Right.
And we can't always control when, we're going to wake up. And there's been times, not off, but I could recall 2 times I've had days, not events, but just booked with readings.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up with a splitting headache, can't get rid of
Mm-hmm.
it, and I have to cancel and reschedule everyone.
Right.
And I feel really bad, but do you want a good job? I
Well, and that's when, that's why, some of us can do on demand, but there are days that on demand doesn't work. I love when people walk up and say, "Tell me my life. What about it?" You know, and it's because it doesn't work that way. It's like mediumship. Mediumship is not one I have on command. Tarot, yeah, I could read tarot half asleep, probably have. Um, but mediumship, I can't do on command. That has to be like pre-programmed out. We have to know, like that's an appointment set down. That's my guys knowing, okay, I got to go find this soul wherever the hell they are and make them stay where they are so I can get the answers out of them.
mediumship I can do, I don't know if on command, but I can always get something even when I'm not trying.
Mm-hmm.
However, I can't guarantee I'm going to get Aunt Tilly
Right.
unless, like you said, you sit down and you like on the
Right.
spot. I can't guarantee it's going to be Aunt Tilly or Uncle Joe or Grandma.
Mm-hmm.
They're always around. They're always hopping in. It's whoever,
Right.
you know.
And I'm not going to yell at Miss Natalie McVickers. Hello, darling, our lovely May Queen. She was so gorgeous and at the event. I was
Yes.
so proud of her. Um, you know, and she had a procedure today and she is resting, which is an important part in this business. Um, is resting and taking care of yourself. And, I think that people, it's like people for a very long time are still trying to figure out, I have a job. I have a job I have to be in and a schedule, and it's like, but you're just in your room. Yes, I am. But I'm doing 40 different things. So how's the hubby? Is
He's
he
good.
adjusting to the school year and the wife working 2 jobs and running a corporation that's international yet?
He's good. He just, but I was just thinking about what you said. Like, I'm not always in an office. Sometimes I'll have my laptop, or I do a lot of work from my phone too. If I'm sitting at the kitchen table or sitting on a couch, and he don't get it, like he'll laugh when I say I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am. Like, just because I'm not,
Right.
he don't get it. Like, I'm doing things, I'm checking messages, checking emails, checking this, lining up the featured readers. Like,
Uh-huh.
just because I'm sitting on a couch hanging out with you, I'm still
Right.
working.
Right. And it's like, Joe's been a lovely support husband for many years. Like I said, I need calendars from 2023 through 2026, please, printed. And I need him, I need him full size letter, spread it out on 2 pages. And he just looked at me like, why? And I'm like, well, I already have events booked in 2024, and we're getting ready to go into 2023, so that means 2025 and 2026 is going to get booked up. We need to get this figured out when I'm taking vacation in 2026. And he's like, that's a little narcissistic. I said, no, I'd like to actually get a vacation that year.
We always make sure we get our vacation.
Uh-huh.
Just for me and him. It's important.
It is. It is.
That's
But
another thing. Psychics have lives. They have personal lives. They have
mm-hmm.
family and, people they want to spend time with. And
Mm-hmm. And students and trainings and, trainings that we actually have to go do ourselves, because if you're a psychic, you got to stay on top notch.
Yep.
And taking breaks are necessary, yes. And, the old network system doesn't understand that. I can remember telling people, oh, no, you need to be logged in 70 hours a week if you plan to make this a full-time career. Now it's so easy to be logged in. You can be anywhere. But, and it's like, what was it today? Yeah, it was today our little group was having a conversation about, clients being a little bit more extra than normal.
I was kind of getting at that at the beginning of the show. I said people were asking crazy stuff.
Well, not only that, but crazy different things. And it's like, no, honey, I'm a psychic. I'm a tarot reader. I'm sometimes even a medium. I am not your next date or your next escort.
Yeah. And like Reiki and a nude masseuse is two totally different things. Let's, let's just set that straight right now.
Right. And, and what's funny is Reiki, you don't even touch the person.
You can, but it's still not like a massage. There's no one's getting undressed. There's no oils coming out.
Right.
There's no happy ending.
Definitely no happy endings, especially with the fee rates, okay?
Yeah. And I'm just like, blame it on the retrogrades, I guess.
Well, blame it on the retrogrades, blame it on the old industries, blame it on the federal fucking government that groups us in with adult entertainment. That's always fun. And then, of course, we have the ones pushing the barriers. Because there's a very strong barrier between psychic and adult entertainment. Nothing's bad with adult entertainment, but it's two different jobs.
Very different. I don't know how I don't understand how that line's getting blurred. I don't get that at all.
Well, I think it's because of some of the tax brackets and the way people kind of think of us. And you have to be 18 years or older to get a reading. You have to be 18 years or older to go into a strip club. So we get lumped in there because they don't want to put us in our own damn bracket.
I think we deserve that.
I think we do too, because we're a different profession.
And we've been around long enough.
Yeah.
Just imagine if we formed a union.
Well, there's been debate of that. I want to form a guild because a union would be very more difficult to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
But if you had a guild, like we have the Actors Screen Guild, then we could begin building our benefits that are, handled by the guild, and we can get psychics making more than fucking 22 cents. I was offered a position of 22 cents an hour. No, 22 cents a minute.
A minute, but still.
Right. Unions, anyone can get into. Guilds, you have to prove that you belong there. Yeah. But, that way we could negotiate. We could actually lobby for some law updates. I don't know, Vienna, West Virginia. Yeah, you have a law on your books that your sheriff likes to enforce from the 1300s. You might want to fix that. Or Huntington, West Virginia. Yeah, you have a discrimination law on your books you might want to fix. Just saying.
You would think every so often someone has to go through those old laws and update things.
No. Look, we're getting laws brought back from the 1800s. Especially in the state of fucking West Virginia, because we got morons putting back on the books on controlling your body and your daughter's body. Okay? So I think that we elect every 4 years, standardly. Every 4 years, they should have to go through and clean out those laws and review them. Do we really need someone running ahead of a car with a bell and a lantern in the city of I think it's a city in Pennsylvania. If a woman is driving a vehicle, she must have someone run ahead of her ringing a bell.
Well, shit, I didn't do that this morning when I left work.
I know. You could have
Darn it.
been fined 5 cents.
Jeez.
And
Where
it's
did I
like,
find
here
that
in
bell
Oak Hill,
ringer?
there's a law still in the books that requires any moving vehicle being towed by horse to have a light in all 4 directions that can be seen up to 200 feet. I'm like, cars don't have headlights on the side of their vehicles.
And no one's towing with their horses these days.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ooh, this one's interesting. Shannon says that in Kentucky, your husband has to sit on the hood of the car and fire a shotgun every 2 miles to warn other drivers there's a female driver on the road. But this is the crap they leave on the books, and it's like, yeah, no one's fucking serious about that. Because I'm sorry, I've seen more female drivers that all drive a man any day. Most male drivers need help. A lot of help. Oh. But no, that's just bullcrap going on here. How are you? How's up there?
Oh, yeah, pretty much the same. Just bullcrap everywhere, I guess.
Yeah. How's the cats?
They're good. They're good.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. What's the new news with cats?
Well, I was
My
thinking
dog.
possibly some old news that you're doing with cats.
Old news?
Uh-huh. We're in September.
Oh, my birthday month.
Yes.
Yes, for my birthday, I want to help out a particular cat rescue that I work with a lot. I've fostered for, and they've helped me out with getting some cats, strays around rehomed, and she's a fellow tarot reader and things like that, and we just have a bond. And she has a cat rescue, M. Soroka's Angel Rescue. So for the whole month of September, if you go on tracyvann.com and book a 15-minute reading, it'll be $20, and that money goes to the cat rescue.
Mm-hmm. And if you book a longer reading, $20 out of that will go to the, like, if they book an hour with you, you're still donating $20.
Right.
Yeah. So that's really cool that you're doing that. And, they're special.
They need lots of help. If you noticed my feature reader this morning, Winky, little guy, my son-in-law actually came across him a month ago. He's a mail carrier, and he didn't look good, and he snapped a picture of him and he sent it to me. And what has happened sometimes when kittens have upper respiratory infections, like when we get a cold, it gets in our chest and we sneeze and stuff. Well, with cats, it stays in the eyes. This little guy's eye ruptured.
Ooh.
And it already ruptured. So she really isn't in any pain, but that's still, there's infection there, just bad stuff. And it's this
Right.
little girl. And my son-in-law was like, man, this kitten looks bad. I don't know what to do. And I'm looking at this picture and I'm like, I was thinking the worst. I did reach out to a local rescue in that area where he carries mail. And I said, can you help me with catching his cat, transport? I was thinking, hey, if you could at least, get it, and I'll transport to like an emergency vet to humanely euthanize.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I was at. I'm like, if it's in that bad a shape, it doesn't need to be out there suffering,
Right.
Turns out though, when she got it, she said it's not as bad as it looks. Some great teamwork between 2 rescues and me transporting. We got Winky out to that fixture cat, and she's going to have a surgery to get her eye done. and she already has a potential adopter set up. So,
Oh, wow. That's moving very fast. Very,
mhm,
very fast.
it's just, I don't know, my passion's there. I just,
Yeah. Yeah.
animals, you got to be a voice for them. They don't have a voice. They can't ask for help. And it really doesn't take a lot of time out of your day just to, you know,
Right. And
it
it
was
doesn't
a
take
couple
you time
phone,
out of your day to act like a damn good human.
yeah, it was just a couple phone calls and a little bit
Hmm.
of gas and,
Hmm.
this kitten's off to have a great life.
Yep. All right, guys, we're going to take another break, and then we'll be right back.
All righty.
Welcome back, Goblins! My name is Jason, and I am the host of the Esoteric Book Club, a podcast that examines titles on the magical, paranormal, the mysterious, and the strange. I release 2 episodes a month in which I review books on esoteric topics, recap news of the weird, and conduct interviews with authors, practitioners, and experiencers. The Esoteric Book Club can be found on every major podcast service or can be streamed directly from esotericbookclub.org.
Hi, I'm Tracy Vann. I provide a blended reading consisting of mediumship, psychic, and tarot cards. A reading from me can cover any guidance you need from relationships with your partner or your family, spiritual, financial, any questions you may need clarity on. If you would like to book an appointment with me, check out my website, tracyvann.com. That's TracyVann.com. I have bookings from 15 to 60 minutes you may choose from. That helps if you just have a quick question, need an answer, or if you're looking for a reading in more depth, I'm here to provide the guidance and clarity for you. Let's just figure it out. Bye.
Hi, Techie Joe here. I work with Aeson Knight and some of the best psychics in West Virginia to create amazing live streams and podcasts for the Psychic Coffee Shop Network. Together, we brew up great content discussing news, events, hot topics, and more, all from a psychic perspective. On the Psychic Coffee Shop, we interview amazing authors in the metaphysical realm. Coffee and Tea combines Aeson with Tracy, Dottie, Natalie, or Lady Gwendolyn for the good and the bad of being a psychic. Shameless Self-Promotion with Dottie the Psychic talks to leading and emerging YouTubers and business owners in our community. Mountain Bears brings you the latest in LGBT news and politics. The Psychic That Plans answers the question of, well, how a psychic plans. Plus, we're live on air. We take your comments and your questions, including psychic advice questions. Check out our amazing programming, book an appointment with top psychics, and find out all the wonderful things we have to offer at PCSBnetwork.com today.
Hi, I'm Aeson Knight. I provide tarot readings covering everything from love and relationships to your life questions and your most spiritual answers. And also, I provide a lot of guidance in finances and divorces and all those relationship problems. So, if you'd like to get a reading from me privately, not on air, you can feel free to do so by visiting aesonknight.com and booking your appointment. I also provide on-demand services, so if your life is a little chaotic, you can go ahead and click that call now button there on my site. Great for a quick answer question. All right, guys, back to the show. Enjoy. And we're back. Yes, we are starting to take breaks. So this one's about every 20 minutes, and the other one will be about every 30, because we do try to stick around the hour mark. But what has been, other than you getting back into school and you booking your first hell weekend, what else you been up to?
That's all really. Just,
Well, I don't know. You kind of had to get someone moved into their apartment with their little kitty.
oh yeah, that was That was already a month ago. My daughter's back at WVU,
Uh-huh.
and she has a foster kitty
Yep.
through the rescue that we're helping out this month with the promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she decides she misses our cats a lot when she's away.
Uh-huh.
Pets are definitely therapeutic, and to help our friend out at the rescue, she needed some fosters, so Mila took Big Bonnie with her.
Ah, so Big Bonnie's going to be helping her study and keep her in line and cleaning her
Yes,
energy. Yeah.
she's doing great. Mila and Big Bonnie adjusted well.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Bonnie's trimming down. That was one reason Michelle wanted that particular kitty to go into foster just to have some space to move around, and
Mm-hmm.
she's trimming down, and they're doing well.
Good, good, good. I was kind of like, what an interesting idea. College students with cats.
Fostering, you're helping
Yeah.
out, you have a cat. I know, a lot of times my daughter mentioned this, and she's a big advocate about this. She said, college kids will get kittens,
Mm-hmm.
cats, they take them in,
Mm-hmm.
then when it's time to go home at the end of the year, parents say, "You can't bring it back," and these cats get put out,
Yeah. And
and
then
when
they go
they're
to the
out.
fosters, hopefully.
Right, yeah, if you foster, it's something that you can do if you need to send it back to the rescue when it's time to go home, you can do that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have your pet without the
Right.
responsibility isn't the right word, but,
But
you
it's
can
a
care
great
for your pet.
solution.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was a really cool idea. I'd like to see some colleges take it on. Um, Ashley, she's not in school, she works at school. She's the cookie of the school.
Oh, me, yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't been a student for a long time.
yeah, yeah. But you are still a student. You're still the psychic student. You're still learning and growing and working
Oh,
and getting that together.
we never stop learning, that's for sure, and
No.
developing, and
And learning new business things, like the work bag and, this, that, and another. I'm going to do a work bag video after I've dealt, and it's not just my group, my girls, which I'm very proud of how they show up, but I'm also going to do it for others because I actually got it from a very old video. I got a lot of great ideas from old videos, but of course, YouTube don't pimp them out anymore.
the work bag thing would be good on the Psychic That Plans.
Mm. No, it's going to be a standalone video. Psychic the
Oh,
Plans
okay.
is about building your life around your goals. I know that's a new show for everyone. They're kind of like, huh, what's this? Yeah, Psychic the Plans is showing you how I structure my life to deal with 3 businesses, 1 full-time podcast network, 2 husbands, a family, and right now we're up to 13 jobs. I work 11 different networks,
You need a planner.
and I need a very detailed planner. Um, if you get, there's an old saying, if you have to do more than 2 things in a week, you need a planner. And
Mhm.
I really think that's important. And I'm starting to get mine all together. Um, putting everything together. Yeah, and Brenda points out, keeping bags in the winter, packing bags in the winter. You might end up staying overnight at work. Yep, nurses done that for a while. That's where I got the idea from. Ashley wants to know, speaking of planning, with all the retrogrades, is future planning good or bad right now? Future planning's good. You want to figure out your goals. You want to figure out your things. It's also great for journaling right now. A lot of weird dreams are going on.
Oh, yeah, that was me all night last night, weird
Mhm.
dreams. Oh, yeah,
Right.
future planning's all good. The only thing you don't, like we said earlier, really wanna do right now is any, like
Major things.
Major decisions, like don't do things on a whim. Don't make a major decision in 5 seconds. Like,
Right.
don't do that kind of stuff.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
like slow down, think things through.
Right. Or fix things that are broken. And big contracts are great now, especially if projects have been put on hold. Looking at things that aren't working in your life, like, is your plans not working? Are you not getting your 7 to 8 hours of sleep? What's interesting is they're now saying that your day should be 42% sleep. Not hours anymore, 42% sleep.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I don't got time for 42% sleep.
Well, I think it's because of the gig economy. They're switching off this hourly thing because, a 20-minute power nap or a 30-minute brain rest session can give you as much energy as a 5-hour nap.
It does. Even a meditation.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that because I don't want to nap sometimes, because sometimes if you sleep, you wake up feeling crappier than you did.
Right.
But if you can do that meditative thing without actually falling asleep, 15, 20 minutes of that, and it recharges.
Right. And another thing is, if you're a desk worker, like a lot of psychics are, you need to get up and move every hour. I know it's hard, but you've got to get up and do it.
I'm always
Award. So what else? Anything making your news feed? Anything you want to dig into?
Oh gosh. I haven't.
Have you even noticed news or anything popping up?
No. I don't.
I
don't.
Are you part of a union up there?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of union contracts being signed. You may have a supply chain issue very soon.
Well, yeah, we're always kind of biting our nails over that since the pandemic stuff. Right now, knock on wood, things have been good. I did notice this in the news feed, and I think this would affect down your way as well. Railroad going on strike.
Well, that's big in Pennsylvania too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's going to affect supply chains. They have a tentative agreement to prepare, but even like the White House is trying to prepare. Okay, what happens if we can't go on the rails? Ward, yes, you can ask advice about the higher self. Did you guys see the guard collapse at the Queen's viewing? I have not. I haven't really started doing that most at all. I haven't watched much of that. I'm trying to stay in a higher vibration right now, and when media gets to where it's just the same repetitive thing, I have to back away. I really do. Otherwise, I get obsessive, and it's never good.
That's like me. I don't try to get. I mean, I know what's going on, but I don't follow things media wise. Does that make sense? Like, I don't,
I'm very picky about who I watch. I want a news program that's 30 minutes or less. It gives me the details of the day. If I need deeper stories, or if I'm going to be, like there's a story about Morgantown requiring pride flags removed out of their classrooms, I'll go and dig that article up. Okay. But no, as a psychic, we have to be very careful and watch what we get into. And I just stop it. It's like 9/11 is great, but I don't need to see those 2 planes crash into that building 5,000 times.
You kind of, as psychics, that stuff hits different.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, I can't. I did. Let me think. the actual museum wasn't built yet. I want to say this was like 2010, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my daughter and I went to New York.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't the actual museum, but it
Mm-hmm.
was like a makeshift with the
Uh-huh.
artifacts and things. And my daughter went in and um, you put on headphones
Mm-hmm.
and you could listen to calls. And I can't do that.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
It's not helping anyone. There's no, and you got all this coming in, and
Mm-hmm.
we can't do stuff like that.
Right. And
You
that's
know.
because we have to control our energy. It's like people get really upset with me because I'm non-emotionally reacting to most things in my day. Because it's like, nope, I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to, I have a client in 15 minutes. I don't have time to argue with you. And I've said that to people because we have to keep ourselves in balance. We have to walk in balance. And sometimes that's non-reactorial. Um, or, if I'll talk to our friends for a little bit. And then if there's a lot of stuff going on, I'll just turn away from that. And I'll just like not post on social and stuff like that because it's not within my energy field to do so at that time.
Yeah, and even certain it's not that you're trying to be distant with people even and stuff, but it's like, you know,
Yeah.
I can't with you today.
Yeah. I can't
Sorry.
with you today. I can't handle that with you today. I'm not doing that. Um, it's something I have no problem saying. It's because I have barriers and boundaries. And it's like, no, these are my boundaries. My room is my room. If you want to go do that, you can go somewhere else.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So, guys, this week be working on your boundaries. Mercury in retrograde is great for you deciding which boundaries are being crossed. I've enjoyed talking with you. And we got one question here. I have these visions of memories. You used to have 3 of them, but since last week, I already had 11 memories. A few about childhood, a few about my high school age, and then others about family dinners and me being in the hospital. So I'm assuming these are replaying or getting caught in yourself. And it's because your higher self's trying to figure out, okay, where do we file this? Does this go over to something we need, or do we not need to remember that there was chicken on the table?
And those memory, are they going back to
Mhm.
a good time or a bad time?
Right.
If it was a good time, just embrace it for a minute with those memories. If it was a bad time, then you got to dig a little deeper. That's where journaling and stuff comes in good, and
Right.
see what you need to work through.
Right.
What's sticking there? What,
Right.
do you need to move forward on?
And, then look at your behaviors. For example, for years, I never got the leaving the door thing open. I just thought I just left doors open, hated closed doors. And then Joe actually tripped up on that one and said, that's why you keep leaving doors open. You're afraid someone's going to be in there. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah. So take your time, work through it, journaling it out.
Yeah,
Especially if
right.
you have repetitive dreams, make note of them. Um, and it may not be that they're trying to tell you something. It may be more so they're trying to figure out, what do I do with this? Do I still need to remember this? Is this useful? It's like you probably don't remember the word you missed on your second grade spelling test in the 3rd semester.
But it could be just something, like I said, that you just gotta
Mm-hmm.
work on so you can move forward. Just
Right.
you got something making your wheels spin there.
Right.
And journaling's great for that. And even if you just get in the zone, like just write.
Right.
Don't think about you're not writing a paper for school. So you don't got to worry about the topic or your grammar or your punctuation.
Or
Just
your
start,
spelling.
right. Just start writing. And
Yeah.
then when you're done and you read back over it, you'll be surprised what pours out.
Right. But also check your energy, because he says it does give me a bad feeling. Check what's causing that memory to collect back.
Hmm.
What is about it? Are you thinking of is something going on now that kind of brings that back
Oh,
to
yeah.
these times? And it's like, oh, that's a reverting pattern.
Or a certain person or a certain type of person,
Mm-hmm.
Triggering that.
Yep. All right, darling. It's been great having a cup of tea and cup of coffee with
Always.
you, but my cup's empty, so I need a refill. And I know you've got to get ready to do lunch lady duty and appointments tomorrow.
Yes,
So
I'm going
with
to go.
that, I want to take a moment and thank our patrons. They're the ones that, brought up, hey, we need breaks. Hey, you need to do this. But we want to thank Beverly Walker, Mika G, Kathy, Mary Winfield, Brenda Bryant, Ashley Glass, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Charles Shaw, Dottie the Psychic, Tracy Vann, and Donna Warrant, and the Laughing Tree of Grove. If you guys want to learn more about being patrons, how to get those benefits, get those exclusive offers that go to patrons only, please visit pcspnetwork.com. And I will see you Friday. Tracy will be back next month on the second Tuesday of the month. And until then, you guys have a magical night. Good night, y'all.
Good night.